Fast forward any come out channel is social swams I'll see FunnTV GH podcast or set with big headlines and a J.A.K na be a sumo a wahani me brasimus and a kanya. Must also be my subscribe to the channel, but when also with my hit your notification bell. Share now for front of answer into me and can be the mommy and need me braximo. A yan will leave you comment under the comment section. I'm sure when you're so with me a edit a mommy. Your moon writing simo. Now after say Ǎnǧr for former president and the ticket of MPP, it means Wontumi be declaring support a demand Dr. Baumia. Sasem we say a year Ǎnɖr one ne Omampayinda da Ǎnɖr for a year Juma Pen. A meeting makers in a political career no crampono. Ǎnɖr for and it's me a boy, a man by into the limelight. Semi Anya Papa ide. I didn't try because on also contest as a president. It's not also every say. Ibianka Papa no so bit me a bonnet children or so and now summa was some papa. Alang cash at the yaw. It's me 82 be at the money. A young man paying that Ǎnɖr for. Now wink. And the chairman Wontumi and so at me about one thing. At the press statement and I organized a press conference. I watched her say, Ǎnɖr dear, garden tea, a one say, it could be saying, and I got me be one, a cassetia, or man paying that Ǎnɖr for. Chairman Wontumi and so at me at to be Eddie Manana and Yasim Kotua at this point in time. Even though accommodate me, the Ǎnɖr yen, but also a dinner no disem etubia. I who be here say, if any any dear a bra, a boya for a J.A.K or Sasemosi. Shall someone say, FunnTV GH.
Come out in their numbers and vote for the new patriotic party come December 7.
Yem to aba ye NPP primaries no na yewura president Kofo no on kasa but ye yewura Baumia pe ana yewura Kofo beka say he's the man of destiny and the NPP for the buy ya of the be president I know ye you know and the why na kamo person wo kasa the man Allah enti wo so Muhammad Timi Ǎnɖr Emma Wontumi di Kofo. This is a shame. It's a big shame. Let us stand together.
In other news tonight, the Korle-Klottey constituency has gotten its fair share of what government terms as massive transformation of public schools across the country. Funded under the Ghana Accountability for Learning Outcomes project, the president has commissioned the rehabilitated St. Barnabas Anglican School in Osu with a call on teachers to ensure high standards and productivity at all levels.
Before the rehabilitation, the St. Barnabas Anglican School in Osu was in a sorry state. Students had to share classrooms anytime it rained, making it difficult for improved teaching and learning. Through the Ghana Accountability for Learning Outcomes project, GALLOP, 2-story, 6-unit classroom block at the school has been rehabilitated. The president, whilst commissioning the facility, touted the massive gains chalked in the educational sector under his tenure. He is certain a conducive environment has been created now to enhance students' skills. Minister of Education Ǎnɖr said other communities will benefit from this educational transformation agenda.
Has begun. Transformation has begun. Our public schools will forever be transformed. Osu has gotten its share. A number of communities around the country are getting their share. There is a new dawn for socio-economic transformation through education. It has begun in Osu. It will travel around the country. We have a country to build, and that country is Ghana.
GALLOP is a 5-year project with the objective to improve the quality of education in low-performing basic schools and strengthen equity and accountability in Ghana.
Another presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama, has pledged to prioritize the Afram Plains if elected as president. He assured residents that the area would receive its fair share of the national cake. Addressing a gathering at Akroma during his Eastern Regional tour, John Mahama emphasized the NDC's historical commitment to the development of the Afram Plains.
Yeah, designed for bridge. Yeah, the between na yenuanmo abreso sikane by I call parliament. Ama yede ensa eto so bibia ye nyina enim se bridge ba. And so bosia omo boy ebeda ne ka eto Ghana so omutimi ntua biom. Enti abra omo se omutimi ntua ka no ena abrofo no sikana anka omo de mani aye bridge no omo twesan. And so nana no mamon paba NDC empuntu ohene eba ye ba bebi ebenye sika bia bridge no eye priority ye be ba behwe ni aye abra ye wa ban mu ye ko Korea koje bosia se Afram Plains ye bebie university wo ha na fofia ntoata a NDC from no ye nuanom ba ya sa sika no omo de akọ bebi foforo I just say university anka ye besi wo ha no omo de ko enti mamon paba ye ba sa university a ye ka say ye besi no ye be pesika ni abesi sa agriculture university na university no ebe wo ne headquarters ewo Somanya Eastern University ni esi ye no na ne campus bieno baako bewo Afram Plains South na baako nso awo Afram Plains North se ebeye kwan baako nkra ampo a Afram Plains mo kwan eno na beba first.
A reminder as to watching News 360. This is our major news bulletin for the day. We're streaming live on Facebook and also live on your DSTV channel 279. Now, the overlord of Dagbon and Danya Na Abukari the second has expressed confidence in the National Democratic Congress vice presidential candidates to deliver on promises that she and the party are promising when voted into office in December. After the December elections, the Yana was speaking when Professor Nana Ďěfǎmatory and her campaign team called on him at its palace in Igbewa. Evelyn Tingma has more.
Nana Ďěfǎmatory begins her two-day campaign tour in the northern region, with the Igbewa Palace being her first port of call. The Yana Ndan Abubakari II, speaking through the palace public relations officer Yakubu Musa, says the kingdom is left with wide development gaps and expressed hope that with Professor Nana Jane as vice president, things could be better.
The good people of the Gabon kingdom, considering your hard work and dedication to duty, which is demonstrated in the various positions you held in the past, I am confident that you will be able to offer the needed support the kingdom requires from government when elected into office as the vice president of Ghana. I hope that you do not disappoint us when given the chance as the vice president of this country.
Professor Nana Jane noted the concerns and hopes the visit will rekindle their friendship. She asked for advice and support from the king to ensure the needed development. She and the team later addressed a gathering at Bombo Nayili in the Yendi constituency.
We never said go and look at our results on the tracker. Sometimes I wonder, do they also live in this country? Do they come from a village like I come from? Do you see when I go to the beaches and the market, I don't see the women on their Android phones, on their iPhones, checking sites. How about the quality of their lives? What are their worries?
The 2024 election is about trust. It's about the leader that you can trust and the leader that you can rely upon. So I want the whole Ghanaian community to know that the difference between the NPC and the NPP is that after the NPC and the Bahama, when we promise, we deliver.
The team also campaigned in Patanga and Sang in the Bushegu and Mion constituencies. They entreated the people to vote for John Mahama, who has a track record of ensuring infrastructural development and provision of basic amenities. They also charged the people to vote for the NDC parliamentary candidates for better governance. The Electoral Commission has burnt thousands of ballot papers for the Ahafo and Volta regions following mistakes in the serial numbers. The serialization challenges were noticed after an audit by the EC's officers stationed at FunnTV, the printing house that initially printed.
Fast forward, the man was Jim Rechintin ha a FunnTV GH political source at 20 Mokos make headlines, and a Jim Rennie be exmo, and Edim Yahu Brasimus, and a daily Kanya Mistro. But Mania so bit subscribe to the channel, hit on notification bell, share na for friends or answer into me and Kemi. Yen tea and some mobile. Now, share my own to me, and I'm an say what to me. I think to Skoko Edu a Ǎnɖr so. If a year and Sembia or can't edify a year. John Ǎnɖr for one, who say, and yen sema a senko catch the pain because Annie Bian on a papano and anti pain was so a snake pain would was in conso pain. Enti a barney say, and I feel the Akuini sir. Tell my own to me and so at me every sabi a pro a diogu a Ǎnɖr soa. Yachimre na ye bo asemunu munch to monia to be appetite a was ye. Said the Baya also beat me who the echo and the eba. At this point in time, Yensa Mura in Simbeam, a FunnTV GH. But that's said Wajimre Ewaha, Ensign in Simbeam.
The ballot papers, party agents, personnel from the various security agencies, and the media observed the burning. Here is a full report.
The team arrived at the waste site with 3 trucks fully loaded with defective ballot papers. The trucks were offloaded with thousands of ballot papers spread on the ground. Under the supervision of security officers and party agents, the defective ballot papers were set ablaze. According to the commission, the move was crucial to ensure transparency.
You have seen how transparent the process has been, how open the process has been, and as we said, the commission has done this because we want to protect the integrity of the ballot papers.
The Deputy EC Director of Monitoring and Evaluation provided statistics of the burnt papers.
We brought in a total of 184 presidential bags, ballot paper bags, okay, for Volta region. Presidential Ahafo, we came in with 67 bags. For parliamentary Volta region, we brought in 66 bags, and for Ahafo, we brought 21 bags.
Thousands of ballot papers that are being burnt to ashes right now. EC is doing this as part of its own measures to deepen trust and ensure transparency. The NDC, for instance, still has challenges and says, for instance, should this happen again, then it would only signal the fact that the EC is not willing to cooperate with them, especially with the Volta region being their stronghold.
We will make sure everything is burnt to ash before we leave.
For how long are you going to be here?
As long as we have to, because we want to make sure none of the ballot sheet or papers lives here.
Even if it takes you days?
We have to.
But I can tell you emphatically that whatever we have burned it here, whatever we brought it here, we're corrected.
How so? Because the EC in its statement has alluded to the fact that their audit found mistakes in the serial numbers.
It was previously. Yes, we saw it and it was corrected.
Party agent, security officers and the media signed the certificate of disposal after witnessing the process. Christian Yali, TV3 News in Ǎnɖr, Eastern Region.
We're still staying on election-related issues, but this time let's take you to the Ashanti region where personnel from the various security services in Ghana have been advised to prioritize the interests of the nation when discharging their duties before, during, and after the December 7 elections. Addressing personnel at the Inter-Security Prayer Service for Peaceful Elections, leadership of the services entreated their members to do everything within their power to maintain the peace in the country. Ibrahim Abubakar has been engaging the security chiefs and joins us with more. Ibrahim, good evening to you. Tell us, what more the security chiefs have been telling their men.
So, Aisha, the security services have expressed readiness to see to a peaceful election. Now, while they continue to advise electorate to abide by all the rules and regulations governing the voting process, the various commanders have also admonished their men to be professional and patriotic in the discharge of their duties, especially on the election day. Now, they want them to prioritize the interests of the nation above their personal or any individual interest, so that when we go into the election and even after the election, we will be able to maintain the peace that we've been having as a country. Let's listen to what the military and police commanders have been telling the officers.
This war, the straightforward war, Ghana, and the constitution. Let's ensure that we take no power from ourselves. Let's ensure that we preserve the state called GHA, Ghana. I hope you all understand. I'm assuring you that we in the military will give the necessary support that we need to give to ensure that Ghana remains Ghana. As we go to the ground, if somebody comes and gives you information, before you pass it on, please make sure that this information that you pass it on is the truth. We don't want a situation whereby an information which is unverified that has a tendency of causing problems will be attributable to the security personnel.
Ibrahim Abubakar joined us from the Ashanti region with some election-related updates.
Now, as part of efforts to combat disinformation and misinformation ahead of Ghana's presidential and parliamentary elections, the European Union, together with the embassies of the Netherlands and France, have activated a campaign dubbed Check the Facts, Don't Get It Twisted. This is to promote reasonable reporting and fact-based information sharing, in Ghana.
The campaign will not only conscientize Ghanaians to be aware of deceitful actors and their intentions to mislead and manipulate, but also build resilience in fighting misinformation and disinformation menace, which has been described as the greatest global risk. EU Ambassador to Ghana pledged his support to the country's democracy and responsible reporting.
Ghana will go under elections, and we all know, like the Electoral Commission has said, like the authorities of this country have said, that they would like to get support from external partners like the European Union to fight, prevent, and diminish the risk linked to disinformation. And this is the reason why we are launching this campaign now.
He asked stakeholders to crack the whip.
Nti wisi eye ensema course watch na no so amna wose ojemre ewa da sene so ba de ndia dumbi edomenia e wasan shemwa na yetumi edide chinsi so otimi aksumo aha eye FunnTV GH.